hello. Hey, howdy. I'm Ken, local fox. If it's your first time here, I'm a very low energy streamer thanks to a little thing called sleep disorders. And today we're continuing with, excuse me. Oh. Oh, that's fun. Ooh, excuse me. Today we're continuing with Monster Crown. This is session 5 of Monster Crown. And I'm fairly certain that I'm nearing the end of the game. I don't know by how much. Last time we played, I got kidnapped and threatened at gunpoint by some mafiosos who made a big speech about being for the people. Which also, they forced a big, quote-unquote, moral dilemma for me to choose between myself, or to choose between them and someone who has actively helped me in the game previously. And made it like it was a bad choice that I didn't choose them, of course. Oh, look at this, a fresh face stepping into the best cafe in the city, maybe in the entire island. Come here, mysterious traveler. Mysterious traveler. Care for a latte? It's on me, promise. Sounds of sizzling flesh. Name's Staff, and you are Ken. I see. Sorry for making a scene, but you stick out like a sore thumb. Most people in this town are young go-getters, with, well, a bit of more of an eye for style. Damn! Okay. Not that you don't look great, your outfit matches that monster of yours. Well-traveled, I can see. I always dreamed of having a monstrous little boy, but I ended up being so wrapped up in the studies that soon enough I was a scientist. I'd never gotten around to becoming a tamer. Excuse me, sorry about that. I'm sure from an emotional and physical standpoint it's not easy, but I imagine as well there must be some math to the strength of your pacts. X in comparison to the monster itself, Y, and the competence of the trainer, of course. I'm sure mathematically it's quite simple. What? Sorry, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm the head of the Collider project. Today is the big day. I better go get ready, but please, if you get a chance, stop by the lab and watch some science in action. Won't you? It's open to any and all inquiring minds, young and old, monster and human alike. If you insist on bringing your little friend with you, of course. See you soon. I feel attacked. All the vitamins a growing brain needs. Make yourself right at home and cozy up with a brain-stimulating super calf. Finish your white paper in under an hour and you can take that Finish your white paper in under an hour and you can take that to the bank. I may be a little tired. Oh, I didn't actually want to... Okay. Ken, come up close. Please, let that child with the monster come through. A boy, my good friend, you won't let him sit up close. Won't you let him sit up to the front? The dialogue is throwing me. I'm not sure what it is right now, but the dialogue is really throwing me. Take a drink, try that again. My good friend, won't you let him sit up close to the front? Well, everyone, thank you for coming to the unveiling of the Houston Particle Collider, a crowning achievement for science, for sure. I think it's the way the text is parsed. Like, I don't know if it's the end of a sentence half the time. With this, we can examine the very nature of reality itself. at them particles. Something going to go horribly wrong? Hey, remember when the CERN Super Collider broke reality and monsters started pouring through? Good times. Badia, the otherworld behemoth. I see. Hey, wanna work for me? Okay. That was quick. Oh, that was not what I expected at all. Beth, it's Beth. She's not even human anymore. No, you mustn't touch that. It's not of this world. That crystal is unpredictable. It's... Silence. Weak, sniveling man, you and all who fail to take what's rightfully yours are worthless. The hour draws near. You despicable creatures who think you can save the world with little more than a smile and joy in your hearts will know the truth. Shown an antagonist. There is only pain. There is only pain and only power. And now, after so long, after so much pain, it is mine. What? Oh, how cute. You think I can be stopped? After all I've done, after all I've struggled for, this is my right. You think you can stop me? Fine. Stand there and die. Banned. Alright. Huh. Oh. Well, I was going to see if I could try to steal him, but... Stand there and die. 2 shots, your monster. Love to see it. Now they're going to walk away like they won. Uh-huh. Ken, you're awake. I was worried about you. I heard the nurses earlier. You're free to go now that you're awake. Your monster's just fine, too. It's waiting outside the room for you. Listen, you better go ahead without me. The doctors have been keeping me on crutches. They know the moment I get a brace or something more mobile, I'll be on my way. I'd be on my way out of here already. As soon as I can, I'll be right behind you, Ken. Beth. People have seen her, whatever's become of her at least, tearing across the countryside towards charity. I don't know what she's planning, but It won't be good. I know that much. You have to try to stop her. I'll be behind you as soon as I can. Staff lies silently. It's tough to see the motions of his breathing. Okay. King's birthplace monster that used to be Beth. Beth is much older than she looks, but hasn't aged since the Great War. 20 years ago. I'm sorry, but it looks like you'll have to be the one to make an entrance this time. But trust me, I won't be far behind. So great, we have hardware to properly take care of sick people. Did you know that work of this hospital has increased life expectancy of Houston residents by over 10 years? Being an intern is so boring. I have to go to work the desk, or I have to work the desk. They only let me help out when there's a big emergency. Yeah, let's get healed up. Okay. Ruined, huh? Oh, hey. Oh, hi. Wait, you're a tamer. Oh my god, that's fantastic. I love monsters. Well, tamers are cool and all, but monster fusion is what I'm all... now that's what I'm about. You're actually in luck. I just finished work on our fusion machine. Actually, my older sister was a pioneer in monster fusion. She invented it high on the cold Frobeck Mountains. I fucking knew it was a fusion machine. Where the temperatures are so low that particles slow to a crawl. She disappeared almost a year ago, but I know she's out there watching. Just waiting for me to put together all the clues and coded hints in her research log. She's going to be so happy because I can finally crack the code and complete the fusion machine 2.0. What a weird break there. Monster breeding is cool and all, but it's so first century. Why don't you give it a spin? Just speak with me when you're ready. Can I choose monsters from my box? I can. Alright, and with this device we can just outright fuse critters. Okay. That reminds me, actually, I need to check something. Notebook. Alright. Malicious, unstable. So green is unstable then. Okay. Alright, where's the elk? Okay. And an unstable. Alright. That is the one I was looking for before. Let's take a look at you. Oh, it's in the box. I'll have to go back to the... Okay. Okay. I want to put them on the team. Spec. Level 40. I started at level 40, huh? So, I learned a little bit more about the typing system in this. It's each base type has basically 5 different forms. So the Rodask, this thing has 5 different forms. The 5 forms are based on what the subtype or what the type of the creature is. So has a different form based on whether it's will, brute, malicious, unstable, or relentless. And then there are also additional super forms or specific forms for specific combinations of breeding or fusion. What? Ah. Ah, yes, I see, of course. Yes, you're here to the chromosome editor machine. You see, we're still interpreting the code of monster genetics. Each one of these systems represents a single gene. You can toggle each gene to be inherited from the primary or secondary parent. Yes. Once you've made the appropriate changes, the system closest to me will let you save that that personal chromosome so that you can use it in your breeding endeavors. Oh. I'm good. Sharp sci fashion. With your build, you look heavily in a signature lab coat. I agree. Well, fresh frigile carcass. Check out this magnificent black mane. It's so rare to be able to work with such fine materials. I'll make a magnificent coat. I'll only charge you for my hours spent. Here it is. What a beauty. If you come across any more frigile carcasses, let me know. Oh. So, was that actually a thing that happened, or? I don't see an actual item that popped up, but it's good to know that there's actually a reason for gathering these monster corpse parts. Okay. Oh wait, I want to go back to the farm, actually. Oh wait, I can go... Okay, monster box, that's actually what I wanted. Alright, I'm going to take you out. And we'll put you in. Alright. Okay. Humanism, empathy. That's Charity Kingdom. Okay. Mal's looking quite old these days. To be honest, he's always looked older than his age. I think he was a young man only 20 years ago. Ah. Wait, did I ever... Wait, take me on? I mean, I just got here, but yeah, I'll take you on. I didn't realize I left the certification chamber, like, right here. I would have fought you earlier if I knew that. Gollin, the Clawed Spirit. Well, 39, huh? Disadvantageous matchup. Sure. Uh-huh. Juvenile, huh? See? Yep. Juvenile. Okay. Not bad. Also, I have a lot more levels I could gain now. His wife, Nicole, is so lovely. She pays tribute to the losses of the war whenever possible. Must weigh heavily on her to rule by her husband's side over the town where the war began. The mending center is great. Fixing things the old-fashioned way. Do you know this was originally a weapons cache? We could have repurposed the building after the war, but King Mal insisted we tear down the old and build anew. Goodbye? I sort of get why. Being so distant from the other kings, we really have to take care of our things. Maybe one day we can build a proper bridge just south of Raptor Mountain. Wetland province. Go wrong was made right. I don't remember this route. See what enemies were here. Oh. Amphivaran. Alright. I remember the raptors, or the amphivarans, rather. Oh, hey. Hey. Raptor, the mountain tyrant. Hot, hot, hot. Found a wild monster egg, but at what cost? Hey, Zero. Welcome in. Level 70. Found a working monster fusion machine. Got a new monster out of it. One I was looking to get before, but never actually got a chance to get. I'll swap back now. The creepy bunny, yes. So I learned a bit more about the way the breeding system works and the way the monsters are work. So each monster has this base form, like Rodask and Belit, but they also have 4 additional forms based on the typing of what you breed them with. So there are 5 types of there are 5 types in this game: will, brute, malicious, unstable, and relentless. And let's see. Well, I can, for instance, where's the... There we are. Okay, so for instance, Rodask. Down at the bottom, you can see the different forms. Or, 5 additional forms, not just 1 additional form. It's, or not just 4 additional forms. There's the base form, and then each of the different forms you get from breeding it with different types. So, yeah. The color, however, is completely different. It seems like the color that you end up with is determined by other factors. That's what I'm thinking, is that it's just based on what the parents are. All right, let's see what that egg is. I just stole an egg from a monster nest. Oh, not bad. Oh. Also, you didn't miss too much. I came across a super collider, and it tore a hole in reality, and a monster came out. And I beat that monster's ass, and told it to join my team, and it did. What's going? Where are you? As one does. Oh yeah, you. I remember you. Ow. Oh no. Told to join team, period. There's no or else. It had no choice. Correct. It came through the hole in another world with a element, a crystal of some kind. But the antagonist of the game showed up, monologued at me, and then stole the crystal, and had apparently evolved in something superhuman. Yeah, as one does. Okay. Where's the healer? Is the healer not outside? Yeah, but still, to monologue and steal the crystal. Just inconsiderate. True. Could have sworn I heard growls of a large monster just outside town earlier, or today. I was too afraid to even look. While the old kings have been destroyed, they've left scars on some of us that will never heal. I saw King Greed command his general to kill an innocent girl in town square. The man obeyed without a thought. Oh, King Greed, how happy I am this world is free of you. So relaxing, just head over to the mending center and lend a hand. Many hands make light work, after all. I feel so sorry for King Mao. He lost his brother during the war, and at times you can see his tired eyes still scanning the horizon. Oh, yeah, the, antagonist, when she stole the crystal and monologued at me, I too shot her monster, but then she just left like nothing happened. Which is even more inconsiderate. And the healer, I've been walking past him this whole time. He's right here. Alright. King's wife, Nicole, is so lovely. She pays tribute to... Oh, yeah. I already talked to you. And you haven't secured the north of town yet? I know you're new on the job, but seriously, you! This castle's under tight lockdown. Behave yourself before you're forcibly removed from town. Oh. So what's going on with that? I returned from unannouncement. Welcome back from unannouncement. Alright. Whoop. Wait, no, this is a bad trade. Switch. That's what I want. Goodbye. Let's see. I also pushed my certification up by 2 levels between this stream and the last. Which, let's see. Which means I can get monsters up into the 90s, I believe. Yep. All right. Ah. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere near as long as I did last session. So I ended up going for almost 8 hours last stream. Kind of lost track of time doing the old Claire Obscure. Oops. Yeah. Alright, I was just given vague direction that the antagonist was heading towards that kingdom that I was in just a second ago. Oh, hey. Oh, Hi there, my name's Ivan. This here's my monster, Sasilisk. Or Salalisk. We've been together since he was an egg. I'm actually 9 years old, so it's cool to see another young tamer. You seem like a nice person. Most people just say I should go back home. That I'm foolish for trying to be a tamer. Truth is, I can never go back home. Maybe I never what? Maybe I was never home. This is big for a 9-year-old. You trapped me. You trapped me in a cage of social conventions, and now I gotta fight a monster. But it's okay. It's very polite of you to call it a fight. Yeah. Mattis is a sturdy monster, alright, but I'm looking for something a little more agile. I've actually always wanted a Hermes. Where do they live, anyway? They're so cool with their golden helmets. Wow, be on the lookout. Earlier today, a monster with some fiery, haired rider tore through here. It was crazy. I've never seen a monster like that before, and the tamer didn't look familiar. Dead and infected. Ooh, I barely made it out of Mount Raptor alive. Raptor Mountain. The raptors are even bigger than they say, and they're primed to attack. It's quite slog to get through travel through the wetland province. The monsters can be pretty nasty too. Amphivarn gives me the creeps. Why? It's just a flying. It's like a flying salamander. Ah. Alright, now I simply focus on my work and get it done. That's the spirit. It's never worked before, but it's got to be one of these times, right? I believe in you. Actually, why was I able to just go straight to the Charity Kingdom? I'm not sure I ever actually... Oh, what's this? Nothing. Oops, nothing. I should have made doing things like that a little less awkward, because being able to feed your critters is nice if it actually, you know, wasn't so clunky. Those trees are missing tops. So I was playing Whiskerwood earlier today. For quite a while, actually. It was a little hard to tear myself away from it for the stream, in fact. Whiskerwood is a colony building sim, except the colony is of mice. You're a bunch of mice that are sent to an island by a empire of cats. The game really wants to try to push you into being like a revolutionary against the cat kingdom, but like none of the requests they've made or are making of me are especially like extreme. Oh yeah, Whiskerwood. It's still early access, but it's pretty good so far. And it's been getting pretty solid updates. Right now I'm doing my old standby of trying to flatten the mountain in the area. It's going to take a while, but I don't know. I just like to delete mountains in any kind of building simulation. Mountains need to be flattened more. Good. But it did get me thinking. I do want to. So I've been wanting to run a game of Mouse Ritter for a while, and I think I want to do something with a colony. Combine something like the Quiet Year with Mouse Ritter as like an opening to the campaign itself. You basically have the group design a town or a colony. Hey, Sin. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Aren't we friends with the mountain? I mean, he may also need to be flattened. Colony 4 TTRPGs? Yeah, TTRPG stuff. I am a massive TTRPG fan. I have quite the collection, in fact. System. So right now I'm thinking for Mouse Ritter. Answer yes. I love to collect TTRPG systems, especially obscure ones or weird ones. But what was that about a cult book? Mouse Ritter is a an old school RPGs Essentials style TTRPG with playing mice and rodents. Mice and other types of rodents, I should say. Mouse Ritter has some very lovely art. I'm other types of rodents, it's true. But if you've ever played The Quiet Year, it's a cooperative map-making game where cooperative map-making games where you take turns deciding the actions of a colony of survivors. Ken, quick plug Akmeros. My friend Zane here is, you know what? We'll just do that real quick. There's so many TTRPGs, just not enough time as an adult to play them. My group kind of fell apart, but we played on Foundry because we're all over the country. Oh, I know that feeling. One of our local group is in Belgium. Two of them are in... two of them are in Australia. I'm in the Midwest. A few friends of me are far north from that. Yeah, I'm well acquainted with playing for people from all over the country. Pathfinder is currently my favorite system, I would say, or at least one of my favorites. First edition Pathfinder specifically. I'm a little iffy on Pathfinder 2, but it's mostly because I don't really like the changes specifically that are being done with the system. But I'm willing to give it a shot as a player. I don't think it's for me as a GM, though. Yeah. There's a lot more going on in making custom stuff for PF2, which is probably why it's not so much for me. Yeah, Zane is definitely worth a follow. I think, what was the next session of Akmaros, Zane? Because I can't remember it off the top of my head. Next session is May 2nd, or around May 2nd. Should be May 2nd. Oh. Sorry, my mouse was off screen. It took me a long time to actually get around to trying Pathfinder, the first edition. Let's see, because part of it is nobody ever actually explained to me what Pathfinder was at any point in time until I actually just went and bought the damn book. And that's why I realized, oh, this is 3.5, or this is 3.45, rather. Yeah. We keep telling him to, play from the driver's seat, but for some reason he doesn't want to split his attention like that. I think for me, it's, I like how close Pathfinder 1 is to 3.5, and I think that was really my main draw to it, because I do like 3.5 quite a bit. And like I said, I'm going to give Pathfinder 2nd a genuine try as a player. Is there a way around up this way? Because I'm not actually sure where I'm supposed to be going here. Michi, you're not hurt, though. I do love some sci fantasy. I love science fantasy quite a bit. But I haven't really got into Starfinder. Oh, that's an interesting looking critter. Mercstorm Warrior? Wait, I've already been up this way, haven't I? We're playing Age of Ashes F because everyone is a furry, yes. That's just how we roll. Meanwhile, Zane is also running a first edition Pathfinder module where everyone is also a furry. In addition to Akmeros, but those games aren't streamed, though. It's a continuing theme with us, you see. Who would have thought? Quad suit poppet wizard. Nice. One of our players in the Age of Ashes game is playing a homebrew. Is playing a homebrew. Well, not really a homebrew. They're playing a Leshy, but they're a medium-sized Leshy rather than a small Leshy. But they have a racial perk where they have a pocket inside of themselves. And inside that pocket, they're keeping another player who is playing a poppet. And that's fun. Nice. Sounds like you did a very similar to what our Leshy player friend did. Except that part. That nice. Yes, Zane, that's what a quad suit is. I'm actually surprised you didn't know. Oh, hadn't heard. Fair enough. Not up to snuff on your first sitting turns? Wait. Up to stuffing. Hey! Hold on, that deserves a... There you go. I'm genuinely not sure where I should be going. I'm just kind of wandering around at this point. Alright, so for the Age of Ashes campaign, I'm playing a Divine Witch with Nephilim heritage. Zane is playing an asshole. I'll allow Zane to I'll allow Zane to elaborate on that if he wants to. Zira is playing a bard, a very energetic gnome bard. Let's see. Oh, we're playing all furry characters, but we just took races in the game and just giving them a furry coat of paint. Our group motto is don't worry about it. It's true. Okay. All right. I hate to do this during the actual stream, but I do need to look up what I'm supposed to be doing now. Because I have been streaming for about an hour and a half, and I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going. Okay. Wait, is this thing even finished? Oh, okay. This walkthrough is not finished. Okay. I'd love to see it. Pierre's going to be insulting people on frame 1. His charisma is 0, but he thinks his charisma is 4. Nice. Okay, key binding guide. Nope. Play. Type chart. Okay, there we are. That's where it was. Okay, there we are. Okay. Oh, I can just... Okay. Wanted to run a dungeon world for something since I think part of the reason this group stopped playing was time between sessions. So smaller, less dense stuff in setting I made that I love, but then I started streaming. Yeah. Streaming does have a bit of an impact on scheduling. I have had a Pathfinder 1E game running for the past, well, we've been playing for about 8 years, but we also have like 2 weeks between every session, and we have been taking frequent breaks. I would love to run that more often, but I notoriously have very little energy. I make a pretty penny escorting folks out here day after day. Sure, the bold Infravern can be a pest, but as long as Glutovi here has his feast at the end of each day, he's happy to snap them in two. I can't actually get in the pools? Okay. So, momentum has not really been too big an issue for our group, but it's also an extremely roleplay heavy, slow-paced group, at least for this campaign. I think it really just depends on the group itself. Some groups are fine with that, others will disintegrate pretty quick. We struggle with that, but I think that I may have been more invested than the rest of the group. That is also always a concern. I feel that one in my bones. Okay, so according to this little walkthrough here, come down around. Okay, I guess I don't get to avoid you. It was really for your own benefit, but if you insist. Alright, well, this was not the right way. Guess I actually have to go in the town. Even though I couldn't find any way through, but... Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Right, so... I got so distracted. What I was thinking of doing was using the Quiet Year, which is a, or probably some alteration of the Quiet Year, which is a cooperative map building game where you take turns with your group, basically deciding the layout and narrative of a little colony or town of survivors. And I would like to do that as a lead-in to the game for Mouse Ritter that I was considering. Okay, so there's a path up there. Do I have to find a way around to the left? I mean, I looked, but I guess I didn't look good enough. I've seen a few people use the Quiet Year before as a way to set up the basics for the campaigns, and I've always really liked it as a concept. It happens, unfortunately. It just popped out of nowhere. Without something to keep the interest hooked, it can be really hard to keep a group going, unless they're very laid back. But if you ever get the chance, I would absolutely recommend the Quiet Year. You can play the Quiet Year with just a single deck of cards, normal playing cards, or you can buy a custom set of cards. But I do believe the rules for the game itself are free if you just use a normal deck of cards. Maybe too laid back. I think most games these are coffee and chatting. That's fair too. I know for a lot of people, when they get together with their friends after like a day of work or a week of work, they really just want to sit around and talk. But the bridge is across, and now we can head inside. Damn, man, I don't know if I want to head in there. Beth is activating some kind of ritual. You sorry son of a bitch. You know it's cute that you still think you're safer disobeying her than playing along. You little jerk. Beth watched you burn in Houston. She said she watched you die. She's not strong enough to kill me. Chill, man. I was sort of disappointed it wasn't us that got to do away with him anyway. Yeah, there's good... Pre-game and post-game are both good times to chat with friends. But having a limit or hard set on when you're starting, it can be pretty important for that reason. It's really easy to get carried away. Looks like we've got our chance now. Enemy approaches. Oh, that's cute. Scrave? Interesting name. That wasn't even a fight, really. Arg. Listen, man, we're done. We gave it an honest shot. Between Beth, the gangsters, and this punk, we can't win for losing. What are you trying to say? We're done, man. I'm not heading back to the streets of Neokio for a life of petty crime. I'm going straight, and you should come with me. I don't know what's going on anymore. Let's just get out of here. Kid, it's been a treat, but I'm just done. Do what you want. That's what you always done after all. But I also feel like I have to be the one to lasso those folks, and there's definitely one friend who has no interest but just wants to be there so they join. Bit exhausting. Curse trying to find a balance. No, I am usually that friend, so I absolutely understand. Usually wrangling the usually the one wrangling all the plans for getting together, meeting up, doing vacations. Meeting local friends, getting together family, getting together with local friends. All of that, that's usually me. I get it. I don't really mind, but it's, you know, it's a bit of work sometimes. But I also don't really have any local friends who are into TTRPGs. Well, that's not true. I have one friend who is into TTRPGs who is local. For a very long time, I spent like over a decade without any group at all to play any kind of TTRPG with, which is rough considering that I had started collecting and playing when I was quite young, so I was always interested in doing it. I just never had an outlet for it until way later on until like virtual tabletops started to become a thing. I'm not going to be held responsible if you're not doing, or for you're not doing your job. It won't matter whose job it was if someone's broke into the castle because of one of us. We can't sit around squabbling when the king needs us. You're right. Let's act like men and put this behind us. The king's wife or his wife are our first priority. Oh, hey, look who it is. Huh. This is just a cutscene, by the way. Wait, how'd you get behind me? King after king after king, you are all unfit for the glory you've been given. What good is a man who knows nothing of suffering to lead the pained? What good is a mighty hero to lead the crooked? You find yourself upon the throne as a gesture of thanks from the weak. But you will fail, like every weakling before you. I'm sick of taking orders from someone like you. I need no one but myself. I'm strong. Stronger than you all, and I will be king. Like, it's just, she's a shonen antagonist. It's my right. I can feel my blood itching. A whisper in my head which knows I'm mere seconds from taking what is rightfully mine. Take me to the crypt, pretender king, so I might wear the crown which begs to be mine. You, why do you keep coming back? You're nothing. Body is weak. The fire in your heart is tainted by the illusion that love can save you. Is that how you plan to stop me? No, I'm going to sit a giant zombie on you. Love? Song is this. Let me take a drink. Love? As long as there's anyone above you, anyone who you call king, then you are nothing but a slave. Beth really said no kings. Damned to the whims of others. Damned to watch those who you care for suffer under the rule of those who claim to be your saviors. I will not be held down. For me to become king, no one will ever control me again. Where are the ones you care for so much now? You'll die alone knowing no one cared enough to save you. Oh, here's when we get the big... Yep, okay. It's riding, I swear. Screw you, Beth, I'm right behind him. Shuffleboard? You think love can change the world? Love can't save anyone. All it does is open your heart to that which can be torn from you in mere seconds. Oh, Mazan. How? Please. No. That was quick. You see? Love is weakness. You're going to stop me, Ken? With what? Your anguish? Your sadness for your friend? Your love? Emotion and friendship are nothing in the face of raw strength. I'll shred your fragile flesh to bits. Enemy approaches. Okay, band. Hi, Bant. I remember this going a specific kind of way last time we fought. power of love in this giant zombie I found. No. No, the voices. These voices in my head are... Holy voices, please. Give me the power you promised me. Make me the one true king. Oh, mother. That's... Ken, you have to stop this now. Those are the old kings. Ken, for the good of us all, you cannot let it step through the portal. Cutscene again. Is that... That's the mafia guy? Yep. It can't be. Aber? Damn it. Those wretched animals. I won't ever let this happen again. Aber, is that really you, brother? You? Children like you two, full of idealism and energy. Looks like you have it in you to save the world. After all, I knew I could trust you. That's the mafioso who has kidnapped us twice now. He shotgunned the thing through the portal. I mean, to be fair, that's a pretty good thing to do. You got a shotgun, you see a portal to another world with a thing inside that you don't want to come through. I mean, you know. Sometimes it takes an adult to finish the job. Everyone's got to have someone to look out for them after all. Can't let my two favorite agents get killed now, can I? Aber. I'm not some scared little boy anymore. Maybe this boy David has something, was onto something about love after all. It's just not something you expect in a not Pokemon kind of game. Yeah. So one of the reasons I wanted to play this is because I know it just does a lot of weird shit for the genre. One day, I hope you'll see me as the man I've become. Nicole, I won't run away anymore. Even if it kills me. You're alive, but how? Take care of yourselves now, won't you? I don't even know what to say other than, well, thank you. You two. Done more than you know for everyone. I don't know how to begin to thank you for that. Don't strain yourself, please. I'll arrange for a caravan to take you home. Ken, are you alright? No. They stole my final boss from me. I'll be okay, I think. I want to go home. I don't know where that is, but let's get out of here. Shall we? Think it's really over, Ken? So used to being alone. Omazon was all I had for so long after I lost everything. Losing him hurts, but I feel better knowing I have you. I feel like I've gained a little brother. Sorry, that little brother had to protect the big brother this time around. When the one I loved died, I lost everything. I've felt hope since then. But now? I feel like I'm finally going to wake up from this nightmare. Ken, thank you. Excuse me? Excuse me? I don't know what... Flabbergasted. So, I did not know the game was going to end there. Had me muted on accident. So I just beat the game, and I didn't know that was going to be the end of the game. Suddenly, the game ends. It's true. Now, I do know that there is a significant post-game. Normally, I don't play post-game here on stream very much. But I've only been live for 2 hours. Did you lose a leg? No, that is, that's the guy that was with us a moment ago. He was on crutches, yeah. He was on crutches because he'd been hurt considerably, previously. You did say you probably weren't going to be go as long as last stream. I mean, I think not going for 8 hours isn't quite the same as only going for 2. But yeah, this just seemed a little too far in the other direction. This is not the first time that I have started up a game and almost immediately finished it after not being sure that I'm going to finish it in a stream or not. So we're going to take a moment and look a little bit at the post game. Yo, credits. This was very sudden, by the way. There was very little indication that this was going to be the end of the game. But as is tradition, I'm going to watch the credits. There has only been one case where I've skipped the credits on stream. And that was for Sea of Stars. And if you know, you know. But if you don't know, Sea of Stars has like a credits of like 8 hours, something like that, because I think literally everyone who ever backed the game at all. Which is fine, but it's a little excessive the way they did it. Guess I'll be moving on to disc creatures sooner than I thought. Oh, I was using the fast forward. Sea of Stars is another game that I was absolutely flabbergasted by the ending of, for different reasons. So, yes, I'm going to take a look at the post game here for a little while, for a little bit. I'm not sure for how long, but I know there's an entire new continent that opens up. And I'm pretty sure you can have a second match with the last boss there. Flabbergasted, negative. Yes, Sea of Stars left a very negative impression in a very bad taste in my mouth. Yeah. Sea of Stars is not a game I'd recommend. It looks beautiful. The pixel art in Sea of Stars is beautiful, absolutely. And the music's pretty nice. However, I also can't remember a single track from Sea of Stars. Yeah. I streamed it after that had already been removed. I wasn't entirely up to date on it at the time, but yeah, I looked into it afterwards. It's a little not pleasant to think about. But yeah. Also, that makes it sound way worse than it is. I mean, it's bad, but it's not like ripping off charities and shit. I'm okay with indie cameos, but like, yeah, maybe be careful with who you cameo. And yeah, cameoing a real person in your fantasy RPG, I don't know about that one. Maybe if you take like a character they have or something like that. Like I know back when what was it? There was that D&D idling game. It was like a side-scrolling idler. They did a cameo of Pro Jared's character, specifically his character and not himself, from one of his D&D campaigns. That feels like the way to do it. I guess they are also doing the thanking everybody who backed them. Yep, that's the guy. His rogue. You have to respect somebody that just goes by Dragon. Nothing else, just Dragon. It's starting up again on the side. I would say Monster Crown is worth a look. It's very rough in some places and apparently does not work properly on the Switch. I had at least one other person come in to stream and say that they were not able to get their copy on Switch to work. So it is also very buggy. But if you can look past the weak points, there is something enjoyable here. I just don't necessarily know what your tolerance for jank is. because this is very janky. Depends on the mood of the day. I feel that. I would say if you can find it cheap, or if you can find it for... Wait, actually, how much is it? I can look that up real quick. $15. I would say for $15, that's a little high. Unless you're really into monster content or monster taming content. Like for me, this wasn't really too big a deal, but if you have better things to spend your 15 on, I'd say spend it on the other things. But I'm also not going to say I didn't like this game. I enjoyed it a lot. I found the, frankly, bad writing to be charming. To a degree. And the jankiness, the jankiness and the clunkiness of the controls, they're a detractor, and the game's also fairly glitchy. But I also had a child that rode on my head the entire way through a dungeon because of a glitch. And I'm not going to say that wasn't funny. Holy shit, okay. Oh, okay. I guess that just, goes... Okay. $8 local price. They were a very good hat, it's true. We were not kings, or we are not kings. We will be. Oh, we will be messiahs. Okay. I don't think they soaked damage. They did not. Okay. I will say, needed to try harder. That's true. I will also say there is a second story, like a whole other campaign, apparently. I'm not going to be playing that for stream. I'm not sure how in-depth the second story is. But I do like the concept of having a second story mode to go through. I guess we can watch the intro one more time. All right, you have a good night. Thanks as always for joining us, Sin. Definitely appreciate it. And good luck with your TTRPGs. Hopefully you can get the group wrangled together for what you want to do with them. The Apheel have cleared the coast. Rideable seafaring monsters such as Merksormir, Apheel, and Storklift can now travel over water. Alright. well, I gotta swap out my feel, or swap my feel in. Ugh. Oh, hi, Ken. I've seen these wonderful little monsters. Mariel gave me 2, and, well, they multiply very quickly. Just like a lazy house cat. Apparently, Dilla just sort of lay and eat. They can't even battle. They're so fluffy and cute, and I love their little wings. Maybe monster breeding runs in my family. Okay, the monster box. The feel. All right, so off to Milltown. Sorry, little guy, but just go to sleep. Found a monster egg. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so I said I could cross the ocean now. Oh, okay. I guess if you ride them, you could just run right over them. Does the field get experience for that? 27. Okay. They do indeed get levels for that. Oh, hey, I remember you. I don't have to do anything anymore. I don't even have to play the game anymore. True. Sormier? You're a boss monster. But you were a boss monster from the very beginning of the game, so... Okay, so... there is a whole new continent or island. I'm not sure exactly what they... Also, egg. Oh, hey. Oh. Juvenile? Well, I guess this is just a part of the sea. It's supposed to be a coral reef? It's unclear. Did I just... Did I just go around the world? Yes. Yes, I did. All right. Okay, so what's down this way? Is this the new island or new area? Yes, no? Maybe? I don't think the world map is accurate. Call it a hunch. Okay, that is an area I can't access normally, apparently. Okay, one sec. Found a monster treasure, apparently. Wait a sec. Did that say what I think it said? Book of the Dead. Okay. Forbidden Book of Monsters Lost Beyond the Grave. Well. No? Nothing? Oh, well, it works on you. Monsters undergoing a terrible... Hello, birds. Monster's undergoing a terrible transformation. Monster is radically transformed. Hey, Deimos. Its power is immense. You can just find powerful items around the map. Wait, is this... Okay, actually I think this is the other continent. It's also completely busted, it looks like. I used the wrong. Request. So I think I'm still technically underwater, apparently. Yes, I did get the end credits. But I decided to look at the post game for a little bit. So I was... Oh, hey, it's one of them. I was given the notification that the Aphil had cleared off the coast. And as such, it's free to... Oh, hey, it's you. And as such, it is free now to leave the island. Glad you did, otherwise I missed out on being nice. Okay, that's a pretty good design. That is apparently a griffin. Ow! Oh. All right. So. Hey, okay. So there are two separate types of monsters in this game. There are the regular monsters, like we've been using, and then there are demons, and demons only show up in the post-game. And that was a demon. Yeah, that was David's legendary bird monster. Like, very clearly an analog for one of the legendary birds. It's a weird-ass sound effect. Swap you out immediately. Bird up, more like bird down, yeah. swipe. Get rid of Haunting Moan. We don't need Haunting Moan. Yeah, so this is glitched. It's still considering me as being underwater. All the enemies spawning are underwater monsters. Monster Crown continues to be made of duct tape and dreams. True. There is a certain charm to the level of jank it is putting out there. So this new continent's, or island's, no, it is continent. Continent's name is Hell. So there's that. Bit on the nose. I mean, given the game so far. Oh, did it actually land me on the island? No. Still thinks I'm in the ocean. I'm going to guess that it won't let me like enter a cave. Double L. And the monsters here specifically are demons, so it is already pretty on the nose. Or they should be demons, but the game is glitched right now and still thinks I'm in the water. I'm not too concerned about it. Oh, am I actually on the land now? Well, this one's not a demon, so maybe not all of them are demons that spawn here. Even if Topsy does specifically look pretty demonic. Yeah, it's an entire post-game continent. Body tackle. Which, I mean, to be fair, that is pretty Pokemon to do. Older gen Pokemon, sure, but... Oh? What is you? Butarius, the War Ram. gem. Hello, sir? You look like... You look like the kind of monster that would come out of you at a YouTube VHS horror. Not so much now, but you certainly on the map. This question about your car's extended warranty. Kangon. Toxin Storm. I like the sound of that. No bias. Big meat. Oh, I gotta go find the skill trainer and actually equip that, I guess. Oh, really? That's what I get for trying to use a variety of skills, I guess. I should know better. Okay. Monster egg. Oh. Nathan, the loyal mother. Well, I have some unfortunate news. Wild monster egg, but at what cost? Oh, I guess that was an entrance to a forest. Okay. Cheshinger. Okay. Not bad. Wounded. All right. Oh. Okay. And another big ass bee. Let's hatch this egg first. Biblical dragon. Rayquaza? Thanatos. Undertaker Mantis. Oh. No, it was a completely different Wickraza. Oh, what are you? Kyrian. I see. I wasn't expecting that. I thought that was going to be like an actual fight, not a, I would have caught it if I'd known. This is the one you called Rayquaza. This one. That one certainly has Rayquaza's colors. Oh, it's a shiny. Well. So I learned that there is, in fact, a reason to catch shinies and keep them in this. If you keep a shiny in your team, it increases the amount of experience you get. The game that gives away XP like candy? Yeah, it is extremely easy to get leveled up in this. They do mitigate that by having, like, level caps and all, but, it's not too difficult to get over those level caps. What are you? That's just a certain monster from, Stranger Things with, wings. I was specifically not naming them. Lepicrini. No, it's just more because it's like, I don't know, the that shows insistence on naming tier hair, on naming things after D&D creatures without, you know, yeah, it really isn't. It's like, it's a stretch that even kids would come up with calling it that. Really? Isn't it? I mean, There's like no connective tissue there, really. They saw 0 baboon heads and thought Demogorgon. That's like 2 fewer baboon heads than it usually has. Depends. Sometimes the Demogorgon has hyena heads and not baboon heads, depending on the edition. But still, yeah, it's 2 fewer heads in general, really. BG2 had baboon heads. More big meat. I guess they're just not going to spawn whatever was there. This is the intended point of entry. Though to be fair, I think it was the Demogorgon head started to become hyena-like when they started to tie gnolls into having a demonic background, like really heavily later on. Because apparently they needed to have demonic ancestry. Oh, Monster Crown. Never change. What are you? Interesting. Sir, I believe you're melting. Would you like... Oh, that is a high-level melter. This is post-game, so I'm not terribly surprised. Ow. No one else is really ready for this fight. Oh, well, it's okay. He works for me now. Actually want to swap that way. Oh. Okay, dragon tackle. Pull in your weight. Trapped. Okay, that's pretty good. The wizard's worst enemy. Okay, so I have an idea of what these spots are. Around the continent, there are special spawn points for enemies that will only spawn occasionally. And I'm pretty sure that's what that... It's Pikachu! Ah, dang it. Or stuffed. Anyhow. What are you? Apath, the monkey pawn. He's just a silly little guy. A silly little 90th level guy. Hey guy, you wanna come work for me? Oh, okay, that's not what I wanted to happen. Well, this is what happens. You wander around until you find something you can't beat. And it beats your ass. Well, saw that coming. Oh, back here, huh? That's quite a way to go. Yeah, you lose a lot of your stuff if you get knocked out. It's fine, though. I don't really mind that much. Okay. Well, I think we've explored a little bit of the post-game. Even if the big end area of the post-game was locked off to me when I came to it. I'm going to go ahead and save here. And I think that'll be it for tonight. It is a short stream. But, well, I mean, I got to the end game of this pretty early when I wasn't expecting it, so yeah. Next week, it'll be more Clair Obscure on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, I might skip Thursday next week and get ready for Disc Creatures the week after that. Or I might stream Clair Obscure twice next week. I'm not sure which. One or the other. Anyhow, I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Well, hope you have a good night. Hope you had a good night. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Oh, tell me when I'll see you again. It's so hard to be apart. I hope next time you'll stay, even just one more day. If it